Hey guys, welcome. It's Katie and Rebecca, and we are here to talk about God doesn't say that. So I think it's so important because so many times, like I'll tell myself a lie, and I don't even know it's a lie. I think I'm being helpful. Like
all the time I'll give myself like a pep talk. It's like, okay, Rebecca, get it together. Like,
that's what
you're better than
get it together.
You're good. You're okay. And I'm like,
that is not a pep talk.
No, it's not a pep talk.
So like, God doesn't say that. Like, if your pep talk is like really mean and nasty, and it's like something that like,
and it makes you feel like ashamed.
The meanest person that you've ever met has said to you, like that might not be God.
It's not God.
That could either be like some bully from years gone by, or just, you know, the devil. So
The devil.
God doesn't say that. So what does God not say?
God doesn't say that. So the whole point of this is that God calls us in His words in His word in Romans 12:2 to renew our mind, to think about things of Him. And so He says, don't copy the behavior and the customs of this world. Here's the thing: the world has a lot of things it wants you to believe. Satan's going to use those things to convince you that they're true. And he's going to tempt you to believe in those lies. But God says, no. Please do not copy the behavior and customs of this world. Don't believe those things about who you are. But let God transform you into a person. And how does He do that? Into a new person. How does He do that? By changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. And so I think a question, I love that verse because it's like, well, I think we always ask, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, God, what's this plan? What's my plan? What's your will? What's my purpose? And it says, like, it's that whole idea of just come to Him, learn about who He is, learn about who He's made you to be, renew those thoughts, and you're gonna know what He has called you to. But it has to start with that intimate relationship, like always. It has to start with coming to Him and learning His truth so we can renew those neurological pathways in our minds that we've been, telling ourselves lies for years, and we need to undo those, we need to uproot them, and we need to replace them with God's truth. So,
right.
Which is why we have this whole thing of don't say that.
Yeah, when you might not even know you're believing a lie. Like, there was a girl I knew, and her mom every day told her that she was overweight. She was not overweight. It was like not true at all. And she believed a lie, so she was so afraid to eat because she thought that was true. She didn't know it was a lie. So a lot of times, like, why I love God doesn't say that is like sometimes like you can even ask Him, God, are you saying this? And then like Rebecca said, when you get to know His voice, you realize, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That was somebody else's problem that they just transferred on me. God didn't say that. That's a lie.
Right.
So God doesn't say that.
So what's a lie that you
Hey, this relates, and maybe that's why I thought of it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
God doesn't say that I'm hideous or whatever it is, like, oh, I'm just gross, or oh, I need to do this, or and let's just face it, we just got out of quarantine. So anyhow, like that is why we're here. So God doesn't say I'm hideous, and neither should I. So I get to say, through faith, I get to say I'm beautiful, because Song of Solomon 4:7 says, you're altogether beautiful, my darling, beautiful in every way. So don't say I'm hideous, say I'm beautiful, because through faith, that's true. That's what God says.
Exactly.
I have proof.
Yeah, and something I really have been struggling with is just the idea that I have to be perfect. But you know what? God doesn't say that I have to be perfect. So I shouldn't expect myself to be perfect. I have this lie. I constantly believe that I have to have it all together and be perfect and do everything perfectly. But God doesn't say that, and I need to stop telling myself that, because through faith I get to say perfection is not the expectation. Because God says in 2 Corinthians 12 that His grace is sufficient and He works best through weaknesses anyways.
Right, and Jesus was perfect, and guess what? He still got rejected.
And through,
I learned.
that's a whole other thing. And through Jesus, we are
perfect.
seen as perfect.
Yeah, because Jesus was perfect, so through faith.
And we had to, which is that's a whole can of worms.
I'm just kidding.
We'll get there one day.
So, what lies are you believing? What is it that is just in your head? It's needling away. Like, maybe you don't know if it's a lie or not. Maybe go to someone that you trust, that's like a healthy person, not someone that says, you know what, you are a turd. Like, that's not the person to go to, unless maybe you need to work on that.
Oh my gosh.
Just kidding. Don't say that. So God doesn't say that you're a turd.
Right.
Just write down the lies that you're believing, and we're here to help. So the Land of Roses app is my favorite resource for this. Like, you look up whatever emotion. There's literally a section that says verses for every emotion. You look it up and you write down. So you isolate that lie and you say, what am I going to say instead? And you can take that verse and like you can say something like, so I say, don't say I'm hideous, say I'm beautiful. Like, I back it up because Song of Solomon says that's true. So I can say I'm beautiful because I know that's what God says.
Yeah.
So just get that in your head. Make a new path in your brain, because you were made on purpose and
for a purpose. And remember, friends don't let friends believe lies. So if you have someone in your life who's believing a lie, or you've been believing lies, give each other permission to say, that's a lie. Now tell me the truth. That is something I let my friends do in my life, and my husband, and it really helps me replace those lies that I've been believing with God's truths, and it creates those new neurological pathways where I am transforming my thoughts to be the thoughts that God wants me to have about His creation, about who He made me to be. So that's a lie. What's the truth?
don't say that.
Say this.